Welcome to the Unadvisable. That was the sound of a TikTok that Mitch is obsessed with. And it's honestly, it's funny, but it was literally just she was screaming because she saw a squirrel.
Let me give you context because I woke up, found that, and I just was laughing for like 45 minutes. And he's played it
about 50 times while we've been setting up.
Somebody's trying to get a squirrel out of like the fireplace, but the fireplace has one of those like covers over it. So the squirrel jumps out of the fireplace. When they take off the cover, it lands on the cover, and then the girl screams.
It's just, I don't know. It was stupid funny, but TikTok
favorite.
Is just the best. I don't know.
So much.
I don't know, but welcome back. We are here. It is, well, I don't know. I always like say like it's this day, but we film on different days than we post. Technically, it's Saturday.
Tuesday.
But we film, sorry.
See, I don't know what date it is, but it's snowing outside, if that gives you any context.
But we're shooting on Saturday.
Yes. I want to start with a little bit of sad news that came about today. This is a little bit old news. If it's posted later, Jeffree Star and Nathan
Rip
have broken up. I didn't mean to laugh. It's actually really sad. It just got quiet, but I don't know. That if you like, and everyone who's gonna hear this be like, oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Who cares? Like if you've seen them like in a relationship, like in their videos, like they were pure. They were true love, and it makes me think that I'm never going to have a relationship because they couldn't make it.
Why did they break up if it was true love?
Because they fell apart because their lives crumbled.
Why did their
Jeffree
lives
posted
crumble?
a video on it, and it was actually a very good video.
How long were they together?
I don't remember.
Long time. No?
A few years.
Longer than that.
5?
I don't follow them.
I feel like it's like 5 years. I actually don't know, but they were just like good. I don't know. I just really liked them together, and it was big and sad because
he just bought like a
mansion, but
mansion.
he has other people living there with him. It's not
like his servants.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the hot news of the day, but also Australia is still on fire, so that's sad too.
Links below where you can
There's
donate,
big problems in the world. But okay, today when Mitch came over he came over a little bit early, and I was in quiet mode because I had just gotten off work and I needed my space. So I was watching the show about feet, and it was honestly disgusting. Have you heard of the show? It's on TLC. It's new.
What's the name
it called?
Of the show?
My Feet Are Killing Me.
No.
It's like a surgery show, but it's like about
Ew.
feet doctor, and it's disgusting. Like I like surgery shows, but this one I was
disgusting.
gagging. It was disgusting.
That sounds terrible.
They were ripping toenails off. They had to cut in, and they like added like joint things, and it was gross.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
You also like that pimple popping show.
Yeah,
though.
Dr. That's the reason.
Okay, I have seen those on YouTube.
I love Dr. Pimple Popper.
No,
I can watch,
But
and
they're
like
gross.
I can watch
They're
lipomas,
gross.
cysts. I can watch it all. That doesn't make me sick. It's like bones that make me sick.
Do you ever watch like the videos from like different chiropractors on
I
Facebook
love
that pop
chiropractors.
up?
Those are
And they're like,
satisfying.
Yes.
and they're like,
But Pimple Popper's satisfying.
No,
it's
100%
gross.
disagree.
It's disgusting.
But-
I never want to watch it.
No, I've been watching her since like before she was popular, and that's popular. So, but that's actually how I found My Feet Are
We're
Killing
gonna take
Me
over the show from now on. Hold on.
No.
Let Mike cure Mike.
It was on right.
okay.
Hey, it was on right after that show, and so I started watching it, and that one was I probably will watch it again because it's like
Ew.
something that you can't look away from, but it's disgusting.
But
at the
you
same
can.
time.
I hate that about you. That you watch that show.
I
can't
like
handle
surgery
it.
shows. Like I like
terrible.
Botched. Have you seen Botched?
Is it the
Yeah, that one's sad.
Yeah.
It's like a
heard of
botched plastic surgery show.
That sounds
I don't
terrible.
like it.
It reminds me of a funny scene from Arrested Development. If you guys seen that show.
I have, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, never
I
mind.
haven't watched it for a long time. Oh wait, I think I don't know. But do you have any like weird shows that you like but other people may not?
Yes, I fall into the YouTube dark hole a lot, and I came across, don't attack me. Let me switch my camera, thanks. I came across the show called Escaping Polygamy, and most of the show
sounds
is based in
interesting.
Utah. Some of it is with like the polygamy in Texas where they help women escape the cult. It's wild.
I actually probably would like that.
wild.
Yeah, I'd probably watch. That's something I would watch.
It was on TLC. I know it's on their YouTube channel, but I fell into that hole for a hot minute. I haven't been watching.
I mean,
for a
I
while,
watched
but-
Sister Wives, but that one seemed kind of basic. But I would not be able to share someone. I would have a problem with that.
Amen.
I'm just saying, do you have any shows that you are interested in that other people don't like?
Me? I don't know. I couldn't think of any when you asked the question. No, not really. I don't.
He likes car shows.
I know.
that's
I
not
watch a lot of
super
car
weird.
shows, but those aren't really weird.
No. I don't
Like
know.
everyone knows about the Grand Tour or Top Gear. Those are like
Yeah, my little brother likes
two giant popular shows,
There's
but
a-
they're not
They have a
weird.
following.
I like
I
to
guess-
watch a lot of Animal Planet. There's a vet show.
I used
on there.
to. I
That's
used
not
to
weird.
like watching like Ancient Aliens and Finding Bigfoot just because of how
we
ridiculous
need to
they
do
were.
a podcast on that. I love that so much.
I've never
On
seen
how
it.
ridiculous they
Yes,
were.
but it's also real.
It's really funny. No, it's not.
real.
No, but it's really funny watching them because they just go over the top. Like, what was that?
I love
That
the
could have
one
been
girl-
Bigfoot.
I love the one girl who is like the science person. She's like, no, all this is all fake. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
I don't
It's
think
been a
I ever
while since I
watched
watched
that.
it.
So good.
I like stuff like that, like conspiracy stuff, though.
Yeah, sign me up.
Lately,
Makes me
this
happy.
isn't a weird show, but I've been watching like some some like do you know, have you guys heard of Vice?
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
Vine, and I was like, I know what
Vine?
that is.
Vice, it's like a news channel.
Yeah, I know
a
what it
news
is.
website. Yeah, they have some like really good documentaries
They got
about
some
different issues around the world on
edgy
their
stuff.
YouTube channel, which I've been like binging a few. They're only like 15 to 20 minutes long, but they're really well done.
I see. Well, I'm so
I
interested.
see, I see.
I'm also really tired again today. It's been a hard life. I don't know. Merging back into life is hard,
I feel like just being on the earth for 30 years, it just really catches up with you.
right?
I'm talking
25
from my
soon.
experience.
I'm 25 in a month.
You're not even 25 yet?
I'm 25
Catch
in less
up.
than a month.
How old are you?
He's 25. He just turned 25 in
Why
like
am I
July or
so
something.
Not
old.
just. That was 6 months ago.
I
I'm
just turned-
25 February 7th.
I'm 23, but I'll be turning 24 this year.
I wish I was 22 again.
Like Taylor Swift.
Forever 21
22
is going out of business.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez released an album. We're gonna
Those
talk,
are two different people.
but they're like BFFs. But
Are
I was
they?
excited about some.
What about that song where they had like where they fought against each other?
Bad Blood. She was in
Yeah.
the music video. Of course they were friends. She wouldn't hire
No,
her.
She was
I thought she
that
hired her
song
enemy.
listen, Taylor Swift's that song was about Katy Perry, but Selena Gomez was in the video on her side, basically. Anyways, the album was highly anticipated because it was supposed to have some songs about the Biebs, you know, the Justy who broke her soul.
Ooh.
And
They
Justin-
dated?
Oh my.
Where?
Oh, what, am I
Get
supposed
out.
to know this?
Get out.
Am I supposed to know who
That
Taylor
was
Swift
like-
is
I-
dating?
No,
Need
it's
to
not
lower
Taylor
my-
Swift. It's Selena.
Oh,
Selena
Okay,
and
that one I think I
Justy
knew.
were a hot topic, and everyone hated Selena at first, and then they loved her, and they didn't want Justin with anyone else, and then Justin broke her.
How?
I don't know exactly what happened. I think he cheated.
I feel like we need to find better sources.
no one will tell me. I've tried to contact
Actually,
all
Have you
of
heard of
just a
TMZ?
source.
Don't trust TMZ. What'd you say?
Maybe we just need to find a source.
It's like any news article.
Yeah.
It's
I work
entertainment
in
section.
news. Just kidding. I work for a show about plants. So.
That's news.
I love that
But
show.
no, it
Work on
was.
KSL.
I was excited to listen to the album. I still haven't really listened to it just because of the Justin Bieber speculation. I love her "That Lose You to Love Me" song. That's a good tune. Selena, I like you. But Justin also released a song that's called "Yummy." How do you think about? Have you
I
heard
think
the song?
Justin's song is super dumb. I feel like this is my perspective on the
Yummy.
situation. I feel like Selena released the two songs, and I feel like they did okay. Like they were released, people were excited, and then the next day they were gone.
"Lose
like-
You to Love Me" stuck around for me.
Like
The
I,
other one I don't really.
but
care
I
about.
feel like we've already moved on. And when she released her, I don't even know the name of the song. I saw it come up on
her
YouTube
album's
yesterday.
called "Rare," and she has a song called "Rare."
I know that came out yesterday, and it has maybe a couple million by now.
Probably.
But there was other songs that came out. Like Drake released a song yesterday at the same time. Mac Miller, who passed away, like
Oh well,
his song
Mac's
came
gonna
out.
take the top on
He
that.
actually, Drake has by far the most already.
I
And
haven't
then
listened to
Mac,
either.
and then like Selena's already fallen off the list.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I just respect Selena as a person. I think she's just a good human, but in reality, she's not a very good singer.
she has a style though. She has a vibe. She knows
does.
what it
I've
is.
never loved her music, though,
Is she a
but I
good
respect
vocalist?
her as a person.
I would not put her on my top 100.
No, but I do respect her as a human, and that's what I really appreciate about. I like listening to albums like that when I know that they're good people and they've been through something, because that makes the music better. Because they're gonna put it in the lyrics, even if the song's not like musically.
I disagree.
You know
I
what
think
I'm
can
saying?
Make everything good. I know what you're saying.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
I'm just
about.
saying
so
I
I'm
like
just,
to listen to the story of the song.
going back and forth.
So I
want both.
respect her
piece
for
things
that.
together.
I do want both, but I
want all of
respect all angles of it. Anyways, Justin Bieber, I love him, and I will
No.
be seeing
No,
him
thank you.
soon.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
terrible at? Figuring out like the meaning behind songs.
Some of them
I-
don't have a meaning. Have you ever listened
What
to
songs-
Glass Animals?
Never heard of them.
You should look them up. Their lyrics are ridiculous, but I love their music.
What?
Like I know some people
We're
they'll
all
be
going
like,
off on a
"Oh,
tangent
this
now.
It's fine,
song
it's
over
fine.
here is about like there's a dude fighting his heroin addiction or going through like life struggles, and I'm like, it sounds kind of cool, you know?
What?
No, but that's-
What song are you referring to?
I don't know. I'm just making generalizations.
Okay.
I'm not good at figuring out meaning behind.
I want you to go home and
music.
listen to Glass Animals though, because like they just have
but can
ridiculous.
you not
Can you
pull
play
it
us
up on
a
your
song?
phone
No, I
I-
want to play
right
us a
now,
song really
because
quick.
I
we're-
wasn't gonna play
we're
it.
streaming.
I was
We're
trying to
streaming.
look up lyrics.
No, well, you don't have to look it up now.
Yeah,
Just-
look it up
No,
now.
it's on the topic. Why would I look it up later?
Look it up because I want to go investigate more of this because I feel
Have
like
you
I
ever
can
heard of
read
Glass Animals?
I've heard of them, but I don't listen to them. I feel like I can read into lyrics pretty. I don't know about easily,
Not
I
Glass
can't.
Animals.
but I feel like I can. I like get it, especially with the vibe and the tone of the music of whatever it is that's being produced.
I don't know. This one's not really weird, but it's like their most popular song is "Gooey," and it just says, you just want to know those peanut butter vibes." Like, what does peanut butter vibes mean?
No, I get that.
Do you?
That makes sense to me.
There's one I can't think of the exact lyric right now, but it's like, she eats mayonnaise from a jar when she's getting blazed or something like that.
Oh, so that's referencing drugs.
Yes, I can't think of them right now, but it's just
And
I don't know. Go
mayo.
listen to Glass Animals. If you have heard them, you know that it's a little out there, but it's just like I like the music. Like they say, pineapples are in their head.
I have no idea
I wish
what
you
that
guys
means.
knew exactly. Like that doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything. I don't think it does. I think they're just high, but I like their music.
So it's like the Beatles.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
Anyways, okay, but that's one thing we got on. We were not even going to talk about music.
No,
I just
that was a
chimed-
fun tangent, though.
I
Thank you.
chimed
like
it
that.
in.
The podcast
But-
about nothing, just like Seinfeld.
It's the podcast about nothing. Do do do. But CES, what does that stand for, Gleb?
Ooh, I'm so excited to talk about this. It's so exciting. Okay, go.
Are you done? CES, the Consumer Electronics Expo, just ended this week yesterday,
Yes.
the 10th. And, you know, for those of you that don't know what it is, which it's like the show where all the new tech or the latest tech, concepts, prototypes, everything gets shown off. It's basically just a giant tech trade show where, yeah, they show off a bunch of cool tech, new stuff that's actually coming to market, and it's like concept stuff that, who knows, maybe will or will never make it to market. But it's just cool to see what companies are working on, what kind of they're developing, and the way the tech is advancing.
If you're in the nerd section of,
Yes.
of life, like we
And
are.
we are.
And
Always.
normally I would be like following this super closely just because I like to know, but I've been kind of like busy and out of it this week, so that's why I put Gleb in charge of this segment. So, what are
30
some?
minutes before this podcast started.
Well, you should be preparing anyways, and we talked about it 2 weeks ago that we wanted to bring it on. But, anyways, what are some things that kind of stood out to you that you heard about or read about?
Okay, I'm gonna pull them up on my phone. Here.
Okay. Do 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 do.
I got it.
Do, do, do.
All right, so one of the biggest things is I kind of stumbled across this article on The Verge, and it was talking about how it was about TVs, and pretty much every year at CES they show off some kind of like new TV tech and stuff like that. And both this year and last year, 8K has been the biggest topic.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah,
Because this is what fuels my fire. Why are they releasing 8K? I feel like nothing can handle 8K. Am I
they're just
wrong?
doing it to show off.
I
Like
don't
they
like
actually, like Samsung has an 8K TV that they sell to consumers. They have it at Best Buy.
But what
It's
can
like
you
12
actually
grand.
watch that will match that?
Exactly.
Nothing.
That's the thing. Like
Nothing.
even 4K TVs are like
It's
over.
basically to be like to say like, look, we sell it.
4K
it's
is
like
like
market
getting
prestige.
there.
It's getting there. And
But-
there's stuff you can watch in 4K that's like there, but that's not even there yet. all the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I
Continue.
think 4K is the way to go. Like
I
if you're
agree.
buying a new TV, because like Netflix streams in 4K, plenty of YouTube videos. I'm sure like broadcast channels will catch up in like 10 to 20 years. And
I'll be dead by then.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Just kidding. I don't think I will be.
So
Hopefully not.
tired.
And but yeah, so like 8K was still the big talk, and even though there's like no content or barely any content to watch on those, I think it's more like a marketing thing, really, because they
I
can
agree.
say, "Oh, look, we have an 8K TV. Look how cool we are."
Because I feel like the
Like,
billionaires
they
and
go for it.
millionaires of the world
Be like,
can,
"Oh, look what
get
I
it
have."
and watch
Yeah.
like the one digital download of
Yeah,
whatever.
it's
Hold
gonna be
up.
like a fireplace on fire.
This is
in
a
8K.
quick insert. You just said billionaires. Kim Kardashian's fridge. Have you? I sent it to you. I didn't send it to you.
Yeah, it
it's like a.
infuriated
It's
me.
like a restaurant.
It's a walk-in.
fridge. She has 2 kitchens and one that has a chef and like a catering fridge in her house. Why am I poor?
Oh my gosh! If you yell at our fans,
Sorry. Okay, continue. I just had. If you haven't seen that
it's
video,
infuriating.
go watch.
It's on her Instagram account. You can go check it out. It's pretty stupid.
Okay.
Continue,
And
Gleb.
then the rest of that article was basically talking about how a lot of like TV tech from like that was limited to like current high-end TVs is slowly starting to trickle down to like mid-range TVs that more and more people are going to buy.
Oh my gosh, mid-class.
Yeah.
Mid-class like us.
One of the biggest ones was like they talked about how like OLED TVs are finally starting to come down in like price and size. So you don't have to go.
What are they?
OLED.
What is that?
Organic LED.
I don't know what that means.
They're basically like they have really good image quality.
Okay.
And OLED TVs, they can turn off each pixel individually, so they have like really good contrast and consider like some of the best screen tech. But those are starting to come down in price, and they're also starting to make them in smaller sizes, which is nice for people that don't want like a giant 65-inch TV in their living room, because not everyone might want that.
They're wrong, but okay.
And then they were talking about how basically HDMI 2.1, which is like the next HDMI standard, it's supposed to support like 8K at 60 hertz and 4K at 120 hertz and other features like variable refresh rates and dynamic HDR. So slowly those things are gonna.
I'm down. I want to
like,
see what those HDMIs look like.
They're probably gonna look the same.
HDMI.
Oh, do you think they'll make the cable color different just for fun?
They might be thicker or something. I don't know.
The color.
I just want.
But it's for like more
8K,
features.
If it can handle it, I just want more features. Okay,
And that's what they're talking about, and then they basically just talked about how TV should just be, instead of adding more resolution, just be looking at like HDR and more color depth and things like that, which I thought was pretty cool. Also, Samsung and LG both showed off some very interesting kind of gimmicky TVs. Samsung had a rotating TV that turns from horizontal to vertical,
like a
so you can watch your Instagram videos and stories on your TV for some reason.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
the only thing that you would watch that with is maybe TikTok, because everything is vertical in TikTok.
Yeah, but then you just use your phone, because I feel like the phone would just be a million times more intuitive.
That it's vertical though is because it's for your phone.
Yeah.
It's not.
So I don't see the point of a TV.
I get it, because some people like to crowd around and watch social videos on TV, like with multiple people.
Well, yeah, but the one thing I think it might be nice for is like maybe for like office spaces or meetings and stuff like that. You can
pull up your TikTok and be like, watch the squirrel pop out of the chimney. It's hilarious.
And then LG had a TV that rolls out of an aluminum stand.
That sounds wild. Is there a video of it?
There was a picture of it, but I didn't see a video. But I also didn't dig too deep into it. But
rolls out like a
so it has like its base. It's like a long base, and it just like scrolls out of it.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's cool. And there was also some TVs that was like translucent, so you can actually like see through them. Through them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That makes me like think about like all that foldable tech. I think they had more stuff at CES that was like foldable tech.
Like
do you remember that
phones?
Samsung phone that was like foldable? I don't know whatever happened to that. Like I don't know if I would enjoy that.
It seems really
It seems like
gimmicky.
it would break and glitch.
I feel like if they made it like as thin as a normal phone that you could fold out, that would be pretty awesome.
I just don't understand.
But I think we're like a long ways off from that.
Yeah.
And then also Sony showed off an electric car, which was like,
I feel like that's so behind now. Like,
well, it was weird because it was
like a hot
Sony.
minute.
It was Sony. Like they're not a car manufacturer. They don't make cars.
It was funny because on Twitter, after I saw that they did the car, there was a tweet that was like, "Hey Sony, I want the A7S III," and then they're like, "Here's the A7R3, and here's this camera," and then it's like, "Okay, but I want the A7S III." It's like, "Here's a car."
Yep.
Like we've been waiting so long for this camera, and I'm just like, "Bro, like, why do you need to work on this camera?"
That
Like,
sounds accurate.
But I watched Marquez Brown. He kind of explained it, and he said that the car is like it was built by another company. Like the chassis itself was built by a different company, but Sony like built the tech in it, like the screens, and it has a bunch of like cameras with sensors on it for like that collision detection, self-driving type stuff. So it's kind of like a future concept basically, but they're not going to actually put it into production.
Interesting.
And then what else? There was that cool drone which was called the V-Copter Falcon concept drone. And I was supposed to have like a 50 minutes of flight time, which is crazy for a drone.
That's a long time.
That's wild.
And instead
My
of
drone lasts like
how
3
big is
seconds.
the battery on that bad boy?
I don't know, but I guess the way they make the power, it consumed less power is because instead of having 4 blades, they only have 2, and they're like in a V shape, which I don't know. It was weird. There's a picture of it online.
I'm interested to see Interesting.
Speaking of drones, how's my drone doing?
It's doing good. It's in the
Gleb's had my drone for like 2 months now because
It's been longer
he
than
uses
that.
it.
Gleb
It's
let
been
me
a long
borrow
time.
it, and I flew it into a building.
Ooh,
It's gone
He
now.
just uses it way more than I do, and so I was like, yeah,
It's
sure,
true.
get some use out of it. It's fine.
I've used it. I really like the drone. It's fun. It's fun to fly.
It's no
I
V869
paid
though.
$1,000 for something that I never use. I bought it for Gleb, basically.
Thank you. You're so kind.
It's
What a
really
good
nice
friend.
with my wedding.
And
video,
then-
so.
The last 2 bits are the things that I nerded out the most is cameras. So
Oh,
I'm
Canon
excited.
announced their 1DX Mark III,
I want
their
it.
$6,500 flagship
of money.
DSLR.
$65,000.
$6,500.
I want
And
it so bad.
The big thing that stood out to me in that is the video features, which for Canon is crazy because Canon's been so behind compared to other manufacturers. But it has 5.5K video at 60 frames
But you
in
know,
12-bit RAW.
that's amazing. But my computer, just thinking about editing that sounds terrible.
Your
Well, yeah,
computer
but also-
would catch on fire and smoke
any
would
of
start
ours.
to come out.
But like 12-bit RAW video internally in like a DSLR body, that's
No,
crazy
it's
insane.
Great.
And they said on DP Review, they said that if you had a 128 gig card in there, you will fill that up in 6 minutes. Using the
Absolutely
raw
not. I
video.
don't want. That sounds
Using the
amazing,
raw
but I do
video.
not want to deal with that.
I want to deal with it. Give it to me.
Well, yeah, but like if you
Canon.
want like the super like high end,
Sponsor
best looking
us.
If you're
video.
filming, yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
but
For
then-
my type of
But then
work,
beyond
it's
that,
not
it does support like the normal formats at
It better if they want to sell it.
yeah,
Right?
different compressions and stuff. But it does support 4K up to 60 frames uncropped with no autofocus. But then if you do want autofocus,
I love
4K at 30 frames, which is pretty much almost all of previous Canon's cameras have had a wild crop when shooting in 4K.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, but now they finally don't have it, which is awesome.
I want it.
Which is
I
awesome.
don't know. I like my GH5, except for I wish it was full frame.
And like, yeah, I'm super excited. But my biggest thing is I'm hoping that those video features from the 1DX Mark III trickle down to their like more
Yeah.
consumer friendly models.
Because that'd be
and
fine.
stuff. Because that's what the rumors are saying. Basically, they're gonna have new cameras coming out later this year as well. And I'm hoping to see.
Hopefully, Canon's just been working
similar-
so hard to get their products
Yeah.
right that they come out with the video flagship cameras that are both photo and video that
Yeah.
just solve all my gripes about every other mirrorless camera. Because I would go back to Canon like really fast because I like
I would
Canon
too.
a
Yeah,
lot.
I really like
They just
Canon.
fell behind on the video world. That's why I have a GH5.
Do you think this is
know?
them catching up though?
I'm
think-
hoping so. I don't
But
know.
that's a
Well,
$6,000
no, it's what
camera.
like when it comes to the consumer type cameras.
Yeah,
like
I'm
maybe
hoping
they've
that-
been working so hard to do it.
I
Like,
I
definitely,
don't know, man.
if they release,
I'm a dad.
if they bring these features, I don't see them bringing like the 12-bit RAW video
no.
or anything like that to more consumer-friendly
I'm
models.
fine. 4K,
But 4K 60 or even 4K 30 without a crop would be nice.
You love your 4K 60.
Because not even Sony's have 4K 60. The only
I
other
know.
camera that has is Panasonic.
I love 4K 60, but I hate editing it on my current setup, as you all know. So
And then the other camera that was announced, the big one that caught my eye, was the Nikon D780, which was a replacement to my baby,
Meh.
the Nikon D750.
he
But
does
they
have a nice
basically
camera, though. I've shot with it.
they basically brought their features from one of their mirrorless cameras and put it into a DSLR body. But the big thing that stood out to me was they actually have uncensored phase detect autofocus on this DSLR, which is new for Nikon and which is cool. But I feel like DSLRs are just kind of outdated at this point. I wouldn't personally
I
get one
wouldn't
unless it
buy
was
a
the 60
DSLR
Mark
either.
III.
I think we're past that point.
Or 1D Mark
I think
III.
that's a good college camera.
I don't know. Well, certain DSLRs are like they
Well,
can
yeah,
get
like
up
the
there in
1DX
price,
Mark II.
but
That's definitely not a
I
college
really like
camera.
mirrorless cameras though. So
They're lighter. They're
that's
smaller.
where I'm at. Like
and
that's where I'm staying.
I think the
so.
big thing that I like is how whether you're using the viewfinder or the screen, you kind of get like the similar experience. Although I still like the optical viewfinder because I feel like you don't have to worry about like it doesn't have to be responsive because it's just optical. It's not using a screen.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a little quicker. But at the same time, I'd rather have some smaller, thinner body that's easier to
True.
carry around.
We still need to rent the Panasonic S1H.
Yes.
And I am interested in renting the
Can we rent
Canon,
that when we
whatever
rent the
you
studio
said it was.
space?
No, it's for video.
We can still do a video on
That's
that.
true. Okay.
We can do whatever.
So
I
those
was
are
going to
my-
rent it for a wedding, but
So those are the things that I've kind of picked out in CES in the short amount of time that I had to
that's
prepare
a lot
this.
of content because
That was
I literally
good.
like have not. I've like kind of followed it, but like no. Normally I'm on top of it. Like and I just was not there this week.
Yeah, I
like,
wasn't able to follow it at all.
One more thing is this is from a video from Engadget. and they kind of showed off this company. It was called Hydro something. I forgot what the full name was, but they were like demonstrating this like water recycling system for your house. So like it will recycle like dishwater and things like that to use back into like your toilets and things, not for drinking obviously, but
I'm okay with drinking.
but for like your clean toilet water, clean like washing machine water and stuff like that, like recycles it, so it's supposed to reduce like water consumption.
I'm down.
Which
I'm
is
down.
really
Save
cool.
the planet. Let's go.
Tea.
I'm doing this fade on this episode, and it's just weird.
You're fading?
But I'm really down for it. Yeah.
Video peeps unite. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm really tired.
You're fine.
Yeah, but I don't know overall. So with CES, are there any other tech company conventions or anything that you like to pay attention to in this upcoming year? That you
There's photography ones. There's
What is
was it CP Plus or something like that? I forgot what it's called.
I have no idea. I don't follow anything.
It's like CP 20. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's in. I think it's like in March or something. And then there's also Photokina in May, which is like a big photo convention where they love to show off new cameras and lenses and things like that. It's my dream to go there. So if someone wants to send me there, it's in. I think it's in Amsterdam. It's somewhere in Europe.
I thought it was
I
going to
wanna
be in the
go.
United States.
No.
Silicon Slopes is happening at the end of this month
Ooh.
in Utah, so that's another one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any others that come up. I mean, like VidSummit's not a tech convention, but I
There's
go to
always
it every
conventions
year.
coming up though.
So.
Yep.
Well, anyways, that's all really I had planned on the CES things. I wanted to mention that we did set up a Patreon, and there's nothing on it. But we're trying to figure out ways where we can actually like I mean, that sounds cheap, but we're poor people, you know what I mean? We're trying to just
I think
make
everybody's
a living.
trying to just make
So
it
it's
with
like,
something
if
that
you
we
want to
have
give us some funds, we have a Patreon at the Unadvisable. That's what it is. But we are trying to explore maybe ways to get content going on there. Obviously, that's what Patreon is about. You pay to get extra content. But there's like what ideas did we talk about for that? Like maybe just like, we had some
talked about
ideas.
It's been a
ideas.
few weeks.
Yeah.
Like
I can't remember either, but it was just going to be like additional like segments and stuff that wasn't going to be on
It
the
was
So
gonna
let
be
us
like-
know what you would like to see.
If
on
you
there.
have any
Topless pics
ideas.
of me.
No. Or
Yeah,
like
people would like that.
Mitch and eyes. Mine and Mitch's. How do you say that sentence?
I don't know where you're going.
Like screenshots of mine and Mitch's fights to take to our divorce lawyer.
Yeah, that'd be so
Yeah.
cute. Oh my
No, but there's just I don't know. We're just trying to think of things, and we're not like we take this podcast seriously, but we're not like serious enough that we take it seriously enough to do it every Saturday. That's
Yeah,
something that's
that's
a
true.
commitment,
We
but
try
we
to
don't take it enough to like go to the next level and like really produce extra social content and go for sponsors and stuff, which we can. We all know how to do it. We
Yep.
just haven't done it because we're
Because
tired.
we have
And I
a million
work
things
4
going on.
jobs, but
And I work 7 jobs.
5.
7. I
Listen,
will
guys.
always have more.
I want to give a video update on my wedding.
No one cares.
I care. I'm on the tail end of this one, which I said this last weekend. But
Guys, go roast her in the comments.
Can I just explain something?
We're fired.
I want to give some perspective to why
No.
I am less
No.
productive during the week.
No.
Obviously, and it's
Fine,
obvious.
go. I don't care.
I'm just trying to explain that it's easier for me to have a full day to edit without going anywhere, where I just literally wake up, have my slow morning, and I edit, and my brain takes like a few hours to turn on and get into my edit, and then I'm productive for like a straight 4 hours, and that's a full Saturday for me. It's an edit day, and I get so much done.
That's not a full Saturday. You said it was 4 hours. I want to fight you.
It's
after
a
this.
full Saturday of preparing myself
no.
to get into the mode
Leave your
of
hate
video.
comments below for how ridiculous that statement.
Literally, it does not. You don't understand.
No, we're fighting.
You
We're
don't
fighting.
understand how
We're
hard it
fighting
is.
after this. Have you seen Marriage Story? That's us.
It's not
Oh my
that.
God.
It's more just about.
That's
The
us.
type
That's how
of
great
content.
Adam Driver is.
I'm just saying.
I love him, but
He's
I'm
a
gonna
great
fight
actor.
you.
You won't let me finish. I'm
Finish
just
your
trying
dumb
to say
thought.
weddings are harder to edit than normal video. It's okay, and it hurts me. I'm breaking down.
Oh my God.
But I'm getting closer and closer every day. Okay.
I'm proud
But
of
it's
you.
like I put this on social media the other day that I can edit a large interview down in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you're
But
fast.
when
at
it
that.
takes me to cut vows and pick the right words that they're saying to their spouse forever and ever, it's hard. And then you have to pick the right songs, and you
Okay,
second guess
the
that they're
song
not
I
going to like it.
100%. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
my contact. I 100% agree with you on this song.
It's hard. I spend half of my day looking for music.
That makes
Music
sense.
takes forever.
And that's
to
one
find.
thing that does take me a long time. So it's like
I get that.
It's so
You know what you
hard.
should do? You should just turn on a playlist while you're driving to work in your car.
I do that
and listen to
sometimes,
it.
but it doesn't always. Like I'll think of a song, and be like, "This will be perfect," and then I put it with the video, and it doesn't work.
You
That's
should
true.
put the
Yeah.
same song with every video.
No,
That would be.
every video
That'd
is
be so
one of its
funny.
own. I usually use different music on each one, but that's the. I'm just trying to say, like, people think that what I do is like easy, and maybe it is, and I just have a hard time with it. But
It's not.
wedding
It's
videos
not easy.
are hard. It's not videos. Videos are hard, but wedding videos are hard. Like, I don't know.
It takes time. It takes energy to
And
be
it doesn't
creative
just take
and
time to, like-
piece it all together.
It doesn't even just take time like within a like hourly, like when you're working. It takes time for you to work and like go away for a minute, think about it, and then you come back refreshed and do like it works. I don't know how to explain that, but like you have to let it sit on the timeline and be like, okay, this is where it's at. I can come back and then I'll just be like, and it works. That's just how I am, and I'm a mess.
You're doing great, sweetie.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, never mind. I don't remember.
Okay, but I don't know. Does anybody else edit wedding?
You're both
videos?
wearing orange today. Why didn't you guys tell me?
Matching.
You just noticed that.
burnt
You always wear black.
orange.
I wear black
It's
every
brown.
day. Why don't you just
That's
match
brown.
me? That's orange.
No, it's brown.
It's like a burnt orange.
Are you
It's
colorblind?
Clearly
Are you
brown.
This is
colorblind?
orange.
Just kidding.
This is
Oh my
orange.
gosh! Next week we're gonna talk about how Gleb is colorblind. Why does your monitor keep going on and off?
Because my laptop's not plugged into it.
Okay.
Also, that's another gripe I have is
I
my
shouldn't have mentioned
computer. I was editing so productively.
if you use
Thursday.
our Patreon for selfish reasons,
No, I'm buying the computer as soon as possible. But
Sounds selfish.
I was editing so good for like a solid 2 hours, and I got so much done. And I was like halfway through like my goal, and then my computer crashed. It didn't crash, but like glitched out, and I spent a whole hour trying to fix it. And that whole hour was wasted on trying to fix my gear. And it's a personal problem because I don't have enough money. So. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'll move on. I think we're done. Is there anything else that you guys want to touch on? Anything fun happened to you?
Yeah, Mitch.
no, life isn't fun.
Life is great. I don't know
Why
what
you
you're
just
talking
struggle?
about.
I don't know. Did something happen to me?
I don't
It's
know.
snowing outside.
It is snowing.
That's cool.
I'm
It's a
supposed to
blizzard.
be
Oh.
surprised today, and I don't think
I'm
I'm going.
You're
taking
not going.
ski lessons on Monday, and I'm super excited to learn how to ski.
Aw,
I have to go to work, and it's the first
Yeah.
day of classes, and it sucks.
I'm so sorry. But like ski lessons are cool.
I don't know how to ski.
You should take ski lessons.
We
I
digress.
was super excited. I know how to snowboard, but I always wanted to try skiing because it looks fun as well. So I feel it'd be cool to know both.
Yeah.
Skiers in the comments. Start a fight with the snowboarders in the comments. Go.
Go.
What's
All
better?
one people that watch us.
I'd probably rather snowboard.
I didn't ask you. I was asking the comments section.
I am part of it. I have a voice.
Stop.
Okay, well, I don't think we have anything else to talk
That's
about.
all.
So follow us on the socials at the Unadvisable. I am Caitlyn, creative on the internet.
I am Gleb Lapham
Oh, no,
on
hold
the
on.
internet.
Say it again, Gleb.
I
Are
am
you really
Gleb Lapham.
fading?
Yeah, it looks so bad.
I am Gleb Lapham on the internet and the socials.
I am Mitch Lawson.
Mitch underscore.
Lawson underscore. If you can think of something better than that, let me know.
Mitch
Mitch
Lawson.
Lawson.
No, that's taken. They're all taken. I've looked for years and years.
M224.
MLA22. Anyway, and that's, say it with me, the Stitch.
Thank you for
Oh my
watching
gosh.
The Unadvisable.
They stopped production of Lizzie McGuire.
No, we're done with the podcast.
Yep.
All right, check in back next week so we can follow up with
Bye-bye.
Lizzie McGuire. Bye.
Bye. Eat your fruits and vegetables.